Welcome everyone. With today's video, I want to share with you a trading plan which will help you to be a better ICT trader. I will explain it first and then I will go on and backtest it to show you how to trade it. I'm doing this video because I see many of you want to learn to trade the silver bullet, but to watch videos about only theory is not enough. So I'm going to do this practical lesson about the silver bullet where I will show you exactly how I trade it. Let's talk about this trading plan. I will trade the Nasdaq index only during the PM silver bullet hour, which is between 2 and 3 PM Eastern time. I will be risking 0.50% in each trade and I will take maximum 2 trades a day. The setup I want to search for is the liquidity grab, which leads to a break of the market structure, leaving a very nice displacement with a fair value gap inside. Ideally in the premium or discount area must be the fair value gap. Besides all this, I could also look for any higher time frame confluence. That said, we can start to backtest. As you can see here, I will start from the 5th July 2021. The charts which I opened are the monthly, the weekly, the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. Probably I will not look all of them in the same moment. We need to start first from the higher time frames and then we go lower. For example, the monthly and the weekly, I can watch it one time in a week. All the rest I watch mostly every day. So I would start first with the monthly time frame where I can see a gap here which could be filled during this month or the next one. On the weekly time frame, there is not a lot of information too. We are very close here to take out the previous weekly high, and if price takes out this previous weekly high, then I could be looking for sells to reach this previous fair value gap which was left down here. We have also the magical number here, 1, 2, and this is the third point of this higher time frame trend. We could see a downside move from here, but the trend is completely bullish at the moment, so we must be careful. The daily time frame, it's not telling me a lot too, but there was this gap here which is the same what we can see on the weekly. Same here, high need to be taken. Okay, now we can start to go on with the session. I was going on with the hours to reach the start of the PM silver bullet hour, and I didn't notice it before, but there was bank holiday for US session, so I will be looking for a trade in the next day. The beginning of the New York session, it is at 12 PM, so my PM silver bullet hour will start at 5 PM. Here started PM silver bullet. Let's analyze a second before to take the trade. On the weekly and the daily, we see that the price took out the previous weekly high, and this is very good because my plan of the beginning of the week was exactly to see this, and it happened. The 4 hour took out the liquidity and dropped inside this zone here. I want to see a second if it is somewhere on the... okay, it went exactly to the 50% of Fibonacci, this retracement. Let's add this to every chart. I was analyzing a second and I noticed that I made a mistake before. The PM silver bullet hour start at 6 PM in this case. Because of the different time zone here, I made a mistake. I will explain in a second my idea. The price here didn't close above creating another swing high, but it stayed within this area here. Because of the fact that price closed inside here, I consider this as a liquidity grab, which then could bring to a break of the market structure, breaking and closing below these lows, and then possibly to continue going down in this area to fill this previous daily gap. So I'm searching now for the next lower high to enter a sell. I was waiting, I thought it would be at 5 PM, the silver bullet, and I noticed that there was this gap here which needed to be filled, and this high which could be taken out before reverse. So now that the PM silver bullet hour start, I already see a very nice possibility for a sell in this moment. I will wait here to see the same setup which happened on the higher time frame here, liquidity grab and break of the market structure. And basically in this area we have some liquidity from the morning session. Let's see, we have some liquidity in this area. I think that price could possibly go and take out this liquidity. If it go higher, then it is even better because there is also liquidity here. And then I would like to see a nice break of the market structure of this low here, and then I would enter. Let's see what happened. You know, there is no liquidity grab here, but there is the break of the market structure. It is very tricky to enter at this point here when price goes back inside the fair value gap because there is still liquidity up here which need to be taken. So it is very risky this trade if you would take it without a liquidity grab up here. In fact, probably you would be stopped out here because stop loss would be here, entry stop loss, you would lose this trade. Now it looks really nice because we took out this liquidity here, we broke the market structure of this low, we left a fair value gap. I'm thinking, watching also the price action in the left, price could tap in this area and drop. So I will be entering with a market order as soon as price goes in this area. Doesn't seem like price tapped into yet. It's an equal high. So I could enter a little later in my opinion, but I don't want to miss the trade, so better to risk a little less in this trade and be sure that we enter. Sell trades, stop loss, visual move. I will not take another trade for this day, so I went in risking a little more than 0.5%. Let's see how it plays out. Ideally a nice exit point could be near these lows here. Let's go on a little faster. Okay, seems like the bearish momentum could continue. At this point, I don't see any chance for price to rise from here, so I would set already my stop loss at break even. Maybe it's too early, but I don't want to get a loss from a winning trade. Let me see. I will set it here. Okay, let's continue to see how it goes. I will be looking to close it when it reach more or less. Let's go down with the time so I can see better. When it reach more or less 1-to-1 risk reward, so I will be closing it. 70, 65. Let's move the stop loss first. Okay, you see I'm watching also in the left the price action, previous highs where they were, wicks and so on. I could leave the stop loss in this area because I know that price could test it and drop, but if it go the other way, then I know that for sure I will get my stop loss at break even hit. So at least I took some profits out, so I leave it here, now the stop loss, and we will see how it goes. Okay, I would like also to see a second the Fibonacci, how it is here. Okay, it looks like the 78 could be tested. If with this candle it doesn't go down, then I think it will close my trade here. Well, this trade was textbook. Unfortunately, price didn't take out this liquidity here, but it decided to make another lower high here. I want to see a second how the price would react from here. Okay, in this case I had a very good risk management. I set the break even in the right moment. I set also the stop loss in profit in the right moment. Even if the trade wasn't a nice win, it was still nice profits. Risking 0.8%, I got 0.30. I know the RR isn't the best in this trade, but for sure the win rate was very high for this trade because we got the liquidity grab, the break of the market structure, displacement with a fair value gap. I didn't check if it was above the 50. Well, my entry wasn't exactly above the 50%. I said I could have waited a little more to enter without risking the 1%. I risked less to enter a little before earlier, but looking at the price action in the left, I was guessing that the price could go around this area here. It is exactly what price did. If I would enter here, in fact, I would get 1-2. I don't know how it was counting the spread in this trade, but it seems like my trade was even more than 1-1. Never mind, the most important is that you guys understand how to trade this trading plan. Probably this platform isn't the best to scalp, but most important is that you guys understand how to trade with this trading plan. So now we can skip and go on with the next day. Okay, it is Wednesday. The previous day price took the liquidity, went down in this fair value gap and went back up. I was telling you in fact that with this big and strong bullish momentum, we need to be careful with the sells. In fact, my risk management was very tight. As you can see, price went in the fair value gap, which was left here, and started to rise again with a nice rejection here. Price at this point took out yesterday's high. The 4-hour looks like could fill this week and the previous one here. So again, the sell is looking good. I just analyzed sometime the chart. Even if this could be a liquidity grab and a break of the market structure, I would rather sell than buy here because of the fact that we are too high. So let's see if the PM silver bullet show me something. Until now, for me, there is nothing which tell me to enter a trade, whether it can be buy or sell. Okay, so the opportunity just came out. What I see now is that this was the high of the lunch hour. Price took it out and now it is breaking the market structure. I am just a little worried about this small area which price didn't tap. Price could go higher than this. I see this wick here, in fact, which could be somewhere here, but I could enter it already, I think. I will decrease the size of my lot. I want to see how it reacts from this area. Okay, to me it seems a good trade, but I see that it is a very high risk, my opinion. I have this feeling, so I will open low risk trade, selling from here. I will put the stop loss just above this high, risking 0.25%. Let's see. So it looks like it is mirroring also this price action here. Now I want to see how price react from this area, if it continue to push to the downside from here. I'm going to move my stop loss at break even at this point. Let's continue. I will skip a little here. Okay, price take out that area and I exit. I was risking 0.25% and I got 0.50. Nice 1 to 2 risk reward. Very nice trade. Now you see, guys, the importance about the rules of my setups. They must be always the same. Liquidity grab, break of the market structure, fair value gap with the displacement. All this will really increase your win rate, removing a lot of noise which you see in all the price action. I will continue to backtest a little more. And these two trades, you see already how I approach the chart. You need to do exactly how I'm doing. Think always very well. Don't get scared. Follow always your plan. Forget about your emotions and you will see that you will succeed as an ICT trader. Let's go on with another trade. Now I know that the amount of money which I made with these examples, it's not a lot, but the most important it is to understand how this trading plan work. Now I will skip a little to go the next day, which will be Thursday. And just to give you an idea of what price did after my entry, because I also have the higher time frames by my side. This was the entry of the last trade. Stop loss was here. The entry is here. Price then didn't go to my stop loss. It would be probably a 1 to 4, 1 to 5, but we never know for sure where price will go. That's why I need to take profit. Okay, let's go on to the next day. 6 p.m. of Thursday. The monthly is still there. Weekly is dodgy at the moment. We saw in the beginning of the week price took out this liquidity area, went down deeper in this fair value gap, filled it all. Watching the daily like this, looks like price can continue trending higher. Let's see on the 4 hour. Okay, so the daily and the 4 hours give me different ideas. While on the daily I see the fair value gap here filled and ready for price to continue higher, on the 4 hour I see a change of the market character. Okay, so the 4 hour shows me more specific areas where price could go. One is this one, another is this one. In this case, I don't have exactly a bias for this session, so I will be looking for price to go here around this area or here, and then I will see if I want to take the risk for this trade or no. Not every day you must take a trade. Let's see. For this day I didn't want to take any trade, honestly. You see price went near to my area, but I didn't see the possibility for my entry here. So this Thursday was no trade day. Better because I didn't risk what I got the previous days. So let's go on with the next day. Okay, now it is Friday, just before the PM silver bullet hour. And what I said before, that I was looking for sells around this area and buy around this area. More or less, it is what happened during the next day. Once again, this shows the importance of the higher time frames. That's why I always watch them. You need always to have the higher time frame zones marked on your chart when you take the trades on your lower time frames, so you are sure that you have everything under control. On Fridays, usually I am very careful because I noticed that I lose more in Fridays than the other days. So in this day I will be risking less now. Previous daily high was taken. 4 hour change of character here. Order block here. Rejecting. Liquidity grab of this previous highs. Level of Fibonacci respected at the moment. Looks like it could continue trending lower. Yes, for sure I would like to see price tap into this area. A confluence for this move here is also this week here. You see, guys, how this level can hold the price. So if price decides to go a little higher, I would enter to sell targeting this area here. Let's see how this will play out. We have here some liquidity from the previous session. Okay, looks like the liquidity grab is happening now. There was already a nice rejection here. I would like to see also a low to form here to then see the break of the market structure around this area, because if you need to wait for price to break this low here, it will be out from the session. So last candle, but no trade even today. The area for sales was very good, just the setup didn't show off, so I will not be entering here because I want to take a trade for sure. Okay, let's go on with the next day, which would be the following week. On Monday, probably I will trade this and the next day, and then I will finish the video. The previous weekly high was taken. 4 hours shows a nice rejection from this liquidity area. I would like really to see price going back in this fair value gap left from Friday. If I will be able to sell from around this area, this would be the displacement move, which will create the break of the market structure after the liquidity grab. Let's see on the 1 minute chart. Pretty messy the price action here. I would really like to see price rising to this level, creating then a break of the market structure to the downside. Price now went exactly in the area which I was talking about. Created a higher low, even if I wouldn't consider this as a higher low because I want to see some more candles. Now this yes, I consider it as higher low. If this zone here gets broken and we have a fair value gap, then for sure I will enter a sell. Okay, price went higher, created another higher low here. Now it is trending down, but I don't see any good fair value gap here, so I'm waiting still. At this point, I would like to see one upside move around this area, but there is no fair value gap, so the risk for this trade would be higher than the previous trades, and also the win rate will be lower. So I want to see if price goes up here, then I will enter a sell, but let's see, because we are also near to the closure of the silver bullet hour, so I want to see this for sure. For me, it looks like a fake move to the upside, a fake bullish candle at the support. So I want to see now price, if it goes up here in the closure of the silver bullet, I will enter sell. Stop loss will be around this area here. Yes, I think I will be looking for a 1-to-1 trade in this case. We are right after the closure of the silver bullet, so this trade is high risk at the moment. I will put a stop loss here. Let's see how it plays out. I want to put stop loss at break even. I know I'm always stopping the simulation, but I need to stop it because then price would go on and maybe go to my stop loss or take profit, and I don't even have time to move it because the speed is very fast. Stop loss at break even. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, I'm closing it here. Very nice trade also this one, even if it was out from the silver bullet window. Easy 1-to-1 trade. Let me see if I go on how it would go. Oh yeah, to my stop loss. Very nice. Tuesday we got the third point. Now 1, 2, 3 looks bearish for me. If it rises, then I will be looking for sells. This area here for sure is my point of interest for sell. Already 40 minutes passed, but honestly I don't see the possibility for price to go here in this session. More than likely I will not take other trades. As I was guessing, price didn't go in my area, so I didn't take any trade. I didn't even look for other opportunities which price could give me, because if I have a plan and I have many confluences, I will not change it very easily. That said, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked how I explained everything about this trading plan. The risk which I used wasn't always 0.50%. Let me know how this trading plan worked for you, and we will see us in the next videos.